Hey guys, sorry if it's a little bit echoey in here. Just a little bit of, I guess, a bit of an update. Um, Today I turned 18 years old, and been a little bit, it's been a weird feeling, for sure. It's definitely been a weird feeling for sure. It's definitely not something that I thought I would feel. Honestly, when I have birthdays, I don't feel really anything. I just, thank God that I made it to another year and, move on. And, now that I'm that age, it feels weird saying adulthood. I wouldn't necessarily call myself an adult, though the law says I am. Let's be real, at 18, you're not an adult. I mean, no one really is an adult. I mean, I think the only time you really will probably start turning into an adult is when you're like, maybe like you're 21 or maybe 24 or 25. Or maybe when you get 30. I mean, but it feels really weird. Like, it's definitely a lot of weight on the shoulders for sure. Um, it's it's a weird experience, and I don't know what to really I don't know really what to really say. I mean, I kind of just came up here and I was like, maybe I should give them a little update about our schedule and stuff like that, and maybe bring up a few things here and there. And I feel like I don't really talk to the community that much really anymore. I don't think I really have on this channel, but um, for OGs who've been watching my channel or watching me specifically for quite a long time, know that I've been doing YouTube since 2020. This is my second channel, maybe because my other channel got like messed up and then I couldn't use it anymore. And this is we've been going for a pretty long time. We've been going literally. We're on the verge of like 5 years. Like I honestly, it's been a weird experience being young. It feels weird that we're transitioning out of living with your mom, and now you're technically an adult, and now you're getting out there in the world. And honestly, with my situation right now is that I'm pretty busy all the time now. I'm not really bringing out videos as much as I should. Not like when we used to. That was back then. But now with me transitioning into an adult and doing things, getting life set up, and getting this and that, taken care of, it's really, I'm not gonna really have that time for you guys like that. And it sucks because I really enjoy YouTube. I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop making videos, but I'm gonna just take a maybe a break. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I might take a break. I mean, I'm still editing episode 2 of Wednesday from season 2. I haven't even gotten to the rest of the stuff because it's been just, I just haven't had the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm focusing on getting my stuff done, getting prepared for adulthood. You know what I mean? Like, and I had recently bought a game for PS5, and I was planning on playing that eventually because I was also gonna order a PS5 eventually when I get my paycheck from my work, my job place, or whatever you can call it. And I was gonna play it on the channel and then do so many other games and stuff like that. And then I have this whole list of stuff. I'm writing music. If I made my own track and stuff, I'm not the best when it comes to music, but I'm like gonna take it to a studio and really, really write and stuff like that. And I'm writing a book currently. It's called The Boy Who Cried Killer. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little something. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the best book, but it's gonna be. I think for people with like who enjoy like almost lifetime stuff like that or thrillers are gonna enjoy it. I think. Who's really into that obsessive stuff. Um, I just got a lot happening at the moment. You know what I mean? Like it's just not enough time to make videos. I got school stuff to do. You know, always doing that. Uh, I'm supposed to be doing my permit test this Friday, and just a whole lot of other cans of worms. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it feels great to be 18, man, because that's just not the case, you know. It's really no like easy transition because it just isn't. When you're a kid, you want to be an adult so bad. You can do whatever you want. You can get what you want, get a job and all that stuff like that. And now it's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling for sure. Like it's a weird, strange feeling of just like, man, I I didn't think it was gonna be like this. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like it's you don't really think about it like that, and when you it's a I don't know how to explain it. It's an odd feeling. Like, and you don't think that it's gonna be odd because it's like, cool, I'm gonna be an adult soon, but then when you see that calendar and it strikes midnight and you wake up the next day getting ready for the world and the transition, it's like it's so it you don't think about those things. You don't think about those things because you're focused on being an adult. So, and even at 18, you're not grown. You're still a kid. You're still young. Even honestly, even I think maybe even in your 20s, you might still be too young. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a point ever in life where you might really truly feel like an adult. But right now, I feel really, really odd. Like, I don't feel like myself, and definitely the weight is definitely probably a little bit immense because I feel like I'm letting you guys down in some way and that I'm not constantly keeping up with the videos like I used to. I post stuff here and there, not really content that people really like anyways, but you know, I still do it because I just love to make content. I don't care if it gets views or not. You know, it's fun to do it because it brightens up my day, and you know, it's fun. It's just fun in general to make a video, and yeah, it's an odd. It's odd that days of just like I don't know how to explain it. Just days of like being you get to fool around and stuff like that. It's not really time for that stuff that much no more because you're transitioning into something else. You're going to a different area. It's adulthood. That's what it is. It's adulthood. You're transforming from childhood to adulthood, and adulthood is something that it's not gonna be easy. No one said it would be. My mom made it pretty clear it would be hard. Trust me, but it's not something I thought I would have to do. You know, there's the old saying. You know, the old saying. You know, when I was a kid. You know, when I was a child, I did child things. When I was when I became a man, I put away childish things, and that's kind of what's the transition right now is that I gotta focus on important things, really important things, and that is getting my life going. And the career that I want to pursue, I can do all those things now, and it feels really odd. Like, I had the plan set up in my head, I had it ready, and it just feels really odd that those plans are going to be happening now because it's not like I want to say, I don't know what to say. Like, it's just odd. Like, it's just a weird feeling. You don't expect it to come. You don't expect it to feel like you're gonna, like, just an odd feeling. It's just an odd feeling. And I hate to do a video like this to where I feel like I'm probably gonna go nuts, but I'm not. But you know, it's just an odd feeling because you're getting out there. Like, I have a friend I've made friends with people who are older than me, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be like them someday. And they're always like, yeah, you sure about that? Like I didn't get what they meant, but now it feels like kind of like it's a weight. It's this huge weight that you feel being almost like the law it classifies you as an adult. And let's be real, 18 should not be classified as an adult. It feels a little bit wrong. But it's the law. But even then, you don't have to really grow up so fast. You can probably still have time to do what you want to do. And honestly, I think that now I have the opportunity to go do what I want to do, get my dreams and stuff going. I'm going to pursue that. And because I had turned away from my dreams when I was like 16 because I wanted to wait on that, get my stuff done. And that's a good thing. You got to get everything in order before you get that stuff going. And I feel like now is no better time to get going on that because I'm going to need money, to start living on my own, independent living. You got to have that. Learning to be independent is a hard transition because your parent is no longer there to pay those bills. They're not going to be there to do all this for you, I mean, I got a great mom, so I know that she will help me out when I needed it. But I want to try and do it a little bit on my own because, I want to feel like I can do it. I got to get out of the comfort zone of having my mom do everything and have me start doing something to help myself out, because as a person who's growing up, who's getting out there in adulthood, you gotta learn how to take care of yourself. You gotta clothe yourself, give food to yourself, shelter yourself, be able to get to work in places and stuff, and have money. You gotta learn all that stuff, most of it on your own. It's not something you just learn from just your parent. You gotta get out there and get experience. It's a weird feeling. And to my younger viewers out there, don't grow up too fast. You might think that, this is gonna be a ride or tide or whatever when you get 18. It's really not. you don't feel any older really. I mean, you kind of do. I'm not gonna lie, but at least personally for me. But still feel like a kid because you are a kid. You're gonna be a kid forever. How long that will take until you really start being an adult, until you really start feeling like you can handle the big situations, and you gotta grow up. It's just another thing. You gotta grow up. It's an odd feeling. I'll tell you that. Not not a feeling that I thought I would feel. I guess. Yeah. Sorry if I got on here and made you guys a little bit depressed. But episode 2 of Wednesday is definitely coming out soon. I trying to get that done. Some more episodes will eventually pop up. I'm gonna try and get a few videos out as possible. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a day to make as many videos as I can possible. So then I can just have those videos ready for you guys throughout the weeks and stuff like that. And so I won't have to keep wasting. So I won't have to keep like getting concerned with my time. I'm trying to focus on other things because I barely got time to even make this video. To be real with you, but yeah, I've been doing dorm life, living far away from home, low away from home. Just kind of feels weird now too. This dorm is, it's a dorm. So, yeah, definitely weird. Definitely strange for sure. It doesn't get any more weirder than stranger than this. So, I'm sorry if I went on a bunch of rambling and maybe some of my stuff didn't make sense, but I guess to maybe others who are my age, I guess, it makes a lot of sense to, because it just doesn't feel. It feels so weird, man. It's the weirdest feeling you're gonna get. It's hereditary, man. It's like, bro, what the freak, bro? Like, man, it's an odd feeling, but I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. God bless.